Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today at Fitzgerald's Garden of Goodies. I'm your host, Evelyn, and thank you for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, will you go ahead and subscribe? Click the thumbs up, and you'll be notified every time. When you click that bell, you'll be notified every time I drop a video. So, if you're already a subscriber, you know I celebrate you. You know I celebrate you. Woo! Thank you for your support. Thank you. All right. So, Evelyn, what are we doing today? Don't you like deliveries? I got a delivery. So, my delivery today, I'm going to open it live with you. Yes. As I open this, I'm going to be talking to you about composting, okay? It's worms, red wigglers. That's what these are. So we're going to be learning about composting with worms, also known as worm castings. That's what we're going to get with our worm farm. Yeah, worm castings. Worm castings is also known as worm poop. Yes, worm poop is what we're getting ready to learn about today. So, what is it about? Worm, I don't know. That's a lot of holes in here. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get to it. They were just delivered. So let's talk about worms and why is it good? Why would anybody want to have a worm farm? Ew. What's up with a worm farm in our garden? Well, listen, worm poop enhances plant growth. It sure does. It also increases microbial activity in the soil. Yes, it does. So that means it increases other beneficial insects and good nutrients into your soil. So that's why worm composting is very beneficial for your garden. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's keep on and get to it. Okay, well, I tell you what. See, we're on live. This video is going on YouTube just as is. So before I do this, let's talk about what am I going to put them in, right? And what am I going to do? All right, as you see behind me, this is a tote bin. I want you to see how easy it is to to have your own worm farm. You can pick these up at any of your big box stores. They really need to be black, a darker color because you don't need any sunlight to get in there with your worms, okay? So, yeah, I picked up a mint color, wrong color, but I'm keeping this in my garage, so it's going to be dark anyway. Um, Now, I already have one, and I took a drill, and I drilled holes all around the top, all the way around, okay? I drilled holes all the way around the top because the worms have to breathe as well. Okay, so worms need to breathe. I took the top. Now, when you're at the big box stores, don't forget the lid. It's at the top of it. So I picked my lid up. Now, I also used a drill. You see all those holes? I drilled holes at the top too because they've got to be able to breathe. Okay, so this has great ventilation. Now, I also watched several YouTube videos. Some people put theirs in top of each other and do like a 3-tray method. But I watched several people as well as I talked to the people that I actually purchased. I sent an email to the people that I purchased this from, and it was okay if you know what you're doing, you can manage with one. So I'm going to try it with one. If I need to double up on it, I'll do that as well. But for right now, we're going to work it out with one. Okay. Now, after we get our bin with your holes in it so that they can breathe, you have to get bedding. Okay. You can use coconut coir or peat moss. It's good for the worms. You need a bedding for them. So, and it's nothing that they're going to eat. So we're going to layer it. So I'm putting this in the bin. First off, we're doing this right now on camera. So that's the first layer in. This is their bedding. Now it needs to be about 6 inches deep, really. It does. That's our first layer of peat moss. Now that's peat moss that I put in there for the bedding for our worms. Okay. This is going to be kind of like a 7-layer salad. Okay, we're layering this up. We are layering this up for the worms. It's their bedding. Okay. So I hold this up so you can kind of see. See? That's the worm's bedding. Now, also things that you can put in there are recycled newspaper. Just soak it down. Make sure it's shredded. You can also use mail, old mail, just shred it up. You can use that as well. Um, Now they'll eat that. And that's what you want, but you just got to remember they have little tiny mouths. So make sure that even the food that I'm going to show you as well, it's always scraps, in your kitchen, like your potato peelings, old tomatoes, celery, whatever, like things like that. They can eat that. Okay. No dairy, no meat. Keep that down as much as possible. And citrus. Stay away from that. Just remember, what you feed them, they're going to poop it out. And this is what you want to put on your garden for beneficial soil activity. Soil activity is key to a great garden. If you got poor soil, poor porosity, it's going to be hard for your water to even absorb or any nutrients to absorb to the root of the plant. So make sure you got great soil. And how do we do that? We're going to do that with our worm farm. Okay. Let's keep on talking about it. So I've already did my bedding layer. What else is good from doing this? Well, guess what? I just told you about the food scraps. We keeping waste down in the landfill. So that's good for the environment. Okay. So we're doing a good deed. We're providing nutrients for our garden, as well as we are saving a bunch of waste in our landfills, man. Come on. That's a good thing. And I mean, the worm farm, y'all, I'm telling you, you don't even have to do anything. You can ignore them. Feed them once a week. They do multiply. They're pretty fast. Now, I ordered 250 red wigglers and 100 European night crawlers. They can cohabitate together. They like the same things. They break down food the same way. And they can, like I say, they can cohabitate together. Do not use the earthworms. The fat earthworms with the little circle on the rock. Nope, don't use those. They're good for fishing. Okay, not composted. Red wigglers are the best. Earthworms are territorial, so keep that in mind. They like their own space. Red wigglers, they cuddle up together and they all munch, 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 and they poop, 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 poop. And we get nutrients, nutrients, nutrients. Okay? All right. So let's keep it going. We got the peat moss in there. Now, also, what you need to do, gather you some leaves. I've gathered leaves. I'm going to layer the leaves in here. I'm going to layer leaves. And you have to have soil from your yard. Get soil from your yard because they need that grit. Worms breathe through their skin. So you have to keep it moist. However, they need that grit so they can slither around and get around and do what they need to do so we can get the good nutrients. Because in 3 months, we're going to have black gold, baby. Black gold. And we're going to sprinkle it on our garden. And springtime is going to come. Ooh, shut your mouth. We're going to have a pretty garden. I can't wait. All right, get back to it. All right, YouTube. Now, we're getting ready to layer this up. I'm getting ready to layer this. You're going to put all the leaves in here. This is a bunch of leaves. Yep, that's what that is. I have some more leaves. Now I'm gonna pack this all down, but it's a little dirt in there too. That's a little top soil. So let me bring this around. I'm kind of pushed on time because it's almost, it gets dark late. All right, so we got that down. Now I'm going to put on my glove because I also have rabbits and I use a bit of their old waste and some Brussels sprouts that they didn't eat. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here. Remember, the worms are going to find all this stuff delicious. So I'm layering this. It's key. It's key. Layer it up, but they'll go down to the bottom and sleep, I guess. Hey, we're gonna see because we're gonna do updates, several updates. Okay, so that's that next bedding of just old waste and some leaves. Okay, now, ugh, this is the grit. This is dirt from my yard. It's sandy as well as I have some clay because that's what this Georgia has. Okay. I think that'll do it. And then the next layer, what I put on there is gonna be the food that they'll eat. Put a little more. There we go. Okay. So, y'all, we got it filled up. I would say this is about 6 inches. I might be a little over. I might not even be enough. That's what I'm gonna do is add a little more. Okay. So like I say, this worm farming, I'm telling you, it's nothing to it and it's so beneficial to the environment. So let me press pause for 1 second. And I'm back. So this is the actual bag of food scraps that I've been saving. We got some peelings, onions, tomatoes, all of that. We also have coffee grounds. They like coffee grounds. That's nitrogen. So that's good nutrients that's going back into the soil. So I'm just going to take this and go ahead and sprinkle this in. Let's put this all over. This is coffee grounds. So feed your worms what you want to be in your garden. That's the same way I raise my rabbits. I feed my rabbits like right now. I have them on a high fiber diet. All they're eating is collard greens and turnip greens because I need their poop to be extra rich in nitrogen right now because it's the fall. We don't get a lot of sun, and right now is the time of the year to grow your greens. So green and leafy vegetables, they need nitrogen. That produces leaf growth, okay? Remember that. All right, so we're going to press pause. I'm going to run in and blend this, and I will be right back. And we are back. So I blended up that bag that you saw. So I'm just going to pour that on top. We're just going to pour this on here because you know they have little bitty mouths. I'm just going to pour it in one. I meant to pour it in just one area, really. So I messed up. I didn't pour it in one area where I could have monitored to see how they gonna travel. But I didn't do that. That's all right. So next, let's take the worms out. You guys ready? We're ready. All right. Oh, it's getting dark. We're not gonna be able to see. So one bag. Let's see if I can tell which one is which. I can't. So you see the bags. Let's go ahead and open them up. It's getting so dark. But I had to do this live. All right. So I'm going to open them up. You seeing them? I can't. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sit it in the light. so I can see. I'm gonna bring it around here. Oh wow. Oh wow, they everywhere. They alive, baby. They are alive. Yes, they are. I'm gonna turn you around and see. Let's get this camera. I'm doing two things. Let's go down. So, hold on. Let's get a little closer. Do you see them? So this is the start of Fitzgerald's Garden of Goodies worm composting farm, also known as vermicomposting. Okay? And it breaks down all of your table scraps in your house, your vegetables, and it's so beneficial. It's beneficial to the landfills, it's beneficial to your garden, and it's really nothing to it. They pretty much take care of themselves. I will feed them in a week, and I will actually come back and update this video. Um, yeah, they are alive. Now, what I am going to do, I'm going to moisten this because they breathe through their skin, and they need moisture. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little water. They're getting in there. Okay. And remember, keep them in the dark, not light. Keep them in the dark and keep them moist because they breathe through their skins. All right, so like I said, I got my water. Give them a little water. That was not much at all. And they have been shipped from Pennsylvania, so I'm pretty sure they're a little dry. And what I will do is just cover them up and put them in my garage. Let them multiply and do their thing. Every week I will come out and feed them. It don't have it too soggy. You don't want it too soggy because it'll start to stink. If it starts to stink and mold and stuff, then you know it's something wrong. It shouldn't even have a smell. The smell should be black gold. It should be that really good smell. Just good soil. You'll know. You'll know. You'll also know if it's stinky. Okay. So, all right. This has been a 20-minute video. Y'all know I don't normally have a long video like that, but this was actually a live video. I'm on Instagram at the same time. I'll get this camera around as well. How y'all on back? So yeah, I'm on Instagram at the same time and trying to beat the sun and that light and trying to hurry up and video this. But that's where I'm composting. Now, what I will do is put my top on it. I'm going to take it in my garage and just slide it under. I have a little table in my F.G.O.G. Manufacturing department downstairs. I will go ahead and put this in there and let the worms do their thing. Simple as that. And then in 3 months, right in time for spring, get ready for spring, we're going to have us some black gold. So you click that subscribe button, hit the bell, because you need to be notified every time I drop a video about these worms in my garden, okay? Don't miss it, y'all. This was fun. Thank you for experiencing this with me. And welcome to the worm farming venture. All right. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you watched the video all the way through. I know it was a long one, but you did that. You grow, girl or guy. Have a good day and follow me on Instagram. It's F_Garden of Goodies. On Facebook, it's Fitzgerald's Garden of Goodies. And YouTube is Fitzgerald's Garden of Goodies, right? F.G.O.G. And also, check out my website. That's www.fitzgeraldsgardenofgoodies.com. Great products. We got a 99-cent sale on seeds right now. I'm trying to move those seeds. Let's get them seeds out of here. Y'all need these seeds. You got to get your seeds ready for spring. 99-cent sale on seeds. All right. I'll see you at checkout.